Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll, and tonight I come to you with this, the criers here, and we're going to work on them, and we're going to see, so we can see how this works with the bellows. So, now that we see that one does work, yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this here. Now, you got to do trial and error on it, and that's the only way I know how to do this. And what we're going to do is, I want to cut a piece of this material. This is very thin muslin material. So what I'm going to do is cut a piece out first, a strip out, that will go around this thing here. Kind of. So this is trial and error. This is how I get to, you're going to see how I learn how to do this, okay? So we're going to take this, go around, we're going to, let's see. Okay, so I need this much material. So how much do I need? So to just right there. Okie dokie. Okay, now how thick, no, that's how long I need it. How wide do I need it? So that's coming back to here, to this piece here, okay? So if we were to stretch this out, you can see that I'm pretty much on target with my length because it's been curled. So you can see where I put my split right there. If we were to straighten this out, we're coming pretty close. That's pretty close to what I need. But now the width, now we're going the width here this way. We got the length, now the width. We know that I also have some trapped inside of here. So we're going to make this just a little bit longer than this here. And so anyways, we see that it's about, we might want to come down to about, I think I'm going to come down to about here with it. You know what? You can always cut off what's too long. There. So we have an idea of where we're heading. Okay. Let me try this out. This. I'm just going to snip it right down like this. This doesn't have to be accurate. Okay, this is not a pattern or anything of that sort. It's just, it is a pattern in a sense, I guess. What we're just doing is we're just playing around right now, trying to figure this out. So now my next step is take my brush and we're going to Mod Podge it. Okay, and we're just going to glue. Some water on here. Water. There we go. Oh my goodness, what's going on here with this string? Okay. Because we want to make this stiff. Stiff as we can. So what we want is this to dry, and then what we're going to do is we get this nice stiff material like this here, and but still pliable. Okay. Do the other side as well. I know it probably soaks right through, but I'm not taking that chance. We got lots of glue. And I'm going to hang it up to dry. I got to find a place to hang it. Okay, and this is just Mod Podge. Okay, there we go. Okay, nice and soaked right through. I have my water here so I don't ruin a brush. Okay, we'll work on that later in a little while here. Here, let's get this worked on a little bit, I guess. Okay, so anyways, glued it. Now, I'm going to hang this up somehow. What will be my way of doing it is another thing. So anyways, I hope you like what you see. So we need to get the material stiff so that I'm making a bellows. That's what I'm making, is a bellows right now. And like I say, you don't have to have where your length is somewhat long, like to the right length. You can overlap a little bit too, because they did do that. I might trim it down a little bit once it's dried, but looking at it right now, it looks pretty good at the length, and I think the width. If it's too wide, I can always snip some off. Always make it a little bit wider, always make it a little bit longer when you're doing stuff, so that way you can custom it to what you need. But I think I'm pretty close to what I'm in need of. But yeah, not sure if this is right. Don't have a clue. So Annette Trevingo, I put in my last video, not this video here, but the one before, she has a crier that's really interesting, and she was taught something about how it worked. And when she blew into it, it worked. So if you want to go to her video, it's on my last video. I put a connection to it, whatever you call that, down in the description. You'll see it there, and take a look at her video. And it's just interesting that we're dealing with these criers. And Annette, I'm glad you're on board with me here. You're interested in this just as well. I mean, I've got oodles of these, and if I can learn how to get them back to squawking again, and not all of them said mama. A lot of them, they were called criers because they cried. There, you know, there are some mama ones out there, but a lot of them were just wah, you know, they're just noise, you know, whiny noises, and just like this one here, you know. But the thing I don't like about this one is you really got to shake your doll. I wonder if this is for patting the doll. So you get that, you know, that patting sound. You pat the baby, and you get that, you know, that crying sound when you pat the doll. And that could be it, see, when you pat it. So you get that bit of a squeak from it, you know, what babies make. And so just to let you know, that's why they were called criers, because they were crying. There are mama squeakers, mama criers out there as well, where they say mama, and I have one here. It's a new one, but if you listen to it really close, you can hear mama, but it's really a strain on the ears to hear it all the time. You have to strain to hear it, but it is there. But and I got it from Doll Part Supply. Not that it's okay, but it's not. It's all plastic, so I don't mind it for maybe a newer doll from the 50s, 60s, 70s, something like that. You want to replace the crier, but I want to do these old criers. I've got a mountain of these that came out of dolls, and if I can plop one back into a doll again, I'll be happy. And the thing is, I don't care who gets what crier, just as long as they got one in them. If the original doesn't go back in, I don't care. I'm okay with that. What I want is just a crier in them again. So, because they had one, and it's part of their whole makeup. So, yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to hang this up, let it dry overnight, and then come back in here tomorrow, and let's see what, you know, how stiff it is. If it works what I just did here, great. If not, I got to go to another whole ordeal and find something else out to do, how to do this. But I think this will work underneath the right way of me doing this. Like I think I might take this up here, and I might string a string that wraps around up there, and let it string, and then just close. I got little clothespins, and just pin it, and maybe that will work, you know, type of thing. So I've got some ideas in my head what I would like to do here, and that might just work for this here, you know, is light enough, and this thing can be used for more than just one thing here, this overhead. So tell me what you think down below. on to something here. This is the journey, and this is how we figure things out. And yeah, if I can, what I'm hoping to do is, I know I can't get up inside of there. This thing is together. I can't open it. But if I can just glue this to the outside of this thing here, that'd be great if I can. And if it will stay in contact with, like, stay on there. I might use E6000 to do that with. And to glue it on there, I think that's what I'm going to use. I don't know. Anything is possible by the time I get back. You know, this is dried. I'm going to start thinking about what type of glue I want to put, like, roll this up, like have this rolled on, and see if I can get it going. But I just don't think it's going to work. I don't know if it is or not. She said that there's a reed inside of here. There is a reed in here. So I don't know, like, yeah, there's just like a brass reed in there. There's a brass reed. Interesting. So I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. If I can get this working again, it'd be great if I can. So I know on its own it's not going to do it. It's got to, you know. So there's some noise coming through it. Or is that just me hitting my hand? It just seems it amplifies it. But I don't know. I don't want to get carried away on that. But oh well, we're just going to have to try. I'm really in a different place with these, just trying to figure it out. But I got a second one here, just like this first one here. So I got two the same. And if this doesn't work, I've got some others here I'm going to try. If I can't get these working, move on to something else. Don't get plowed down by just two that don't work. And yeah, interesting stuff here. So I hope you like what you're seeing here. Always something new, something different along the way. And for my subscribers, I want to just say, for my subscribers that have been here for a long, long time, thank you for supporting my channel all the way through. Your wonderful comments and everything. I appreciate you all. And anybody just dropping by and you see this channel and it interests you, subscribe, hit the like button, and give me a thumbs up, you know, and I appreciate it. And you know, come on aboard and we'll see where I go with this. There's always something that we're going to try. And, you know, stepping out of the box of dolls here, you know, and I mean out, and we're going to try to be those people from many, many years ago who put these together and try to replicate what they did back then. So don't know if this is right, don't know if it's wrong. All I know is that I'm trying to put this together somehow, somewhere. Very interesting stuff, though. But thanks for joining me, and we'll be coming back with more. Bye-bye.